The Smiley J Artist Zone, a platform for and about independent artists, music, interviews, and much, much more. Now, give it up. Your host, Smiley J.
Welcome to the Smiley J Artist Zone, a platform and cool space dedicated to music creators who are using their gifts and talents to make the world a better place through art. And I'm your show host, Smiley J, and I want to welcome everyone. Welcome to today's show. I'm so glad that you are here hanging out with me at this moment. Now, if this is your first time listening to the show, welcome. And I hope that you come back and hang out with me again. As a matter of fact, you can catch the Smiley J Artist Zone show on your favorite music streaming platform under the podcast section. Just type in the Smiley J Artist Zone and hit that follow button. You know what? And hang out with me each week. And you know what? The good news is that you can listen to the show at your leisure. You can check out some of the archive shows, the new shows, or the future shows. The main thing I want you to do is just hang out with me. Yes. Now, we are still in the month of March. And March is Women's History Month. And you know what? We're going to celebrate it, all month. So I want to shout out all the women who are, doing a daggone thing in your communities, in your homes, on the job. Shout out to you. And you know what? The theme for this year's Women's Month is providing healing and promoting hope. Now, I think it's fair to say that women of all cultures throughout history have always provided support of healing and hope and love because, you know what, after all, that's what we do. It's in our DNA. God created us that way. We are natural born caregivers. That's what we do. Well, most of us anyway, but I ain't going to get into that today. But I do want to talk about today's guest. Today's guest is one of those women who is using her gifts and talents to make the world a better place. And I'm super excited to have her here today. Now, before I bring her on, let me just tell you a little bit about her. Her name is Carronne Jones, and she is a singer-songwriter. She's a worship leader, entrepreneur, a cancer survivor, a wife, a mother. Now, Carronne has been the featured artist in venues throughout the United States, and she has shared the stage with many international artists. Her performance has often been described as being soulful, very inspirational, and uplifting. This award-winning national recording artist, she believes that when you sing, you should sing with your soul. Now, although she has many titles that describe her, her greatest title of all that she's proud of is being a child of God. I want you guys to help me welcome the lovely and talented Miss Carronne Jones. Welcome to the Smiley J Artist Zone. How are you today, ma'am?
I am well. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's so good to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be a part.
Yeah. Now, as you know, this month is National Women's History Month, where the world is highlighting the works and accomplishments of amazing, strong, determined women. Before I start, I just want to give my audience a real quick story about you and I. You and I met, and we both share the same passion of music. And, we both were able to collaborate by sharing our creative visions, by bringing some talented artists to the stage, to Baltimore stage. Yay!
Yes!
That was a lot of fun.
It was awesome.
And you know what? And let me also say that, that you were very warm and inviting and hospitable. And I just want to publicly say that I appreciate, I sincerely appreciate the love that you showed me because, it doesn't always happen like that. I know it's Women's Month, but not all women are inviting and warm and supportive. I just got to keep it real.
That's true.
So we can do better, sisters out there. We got to work towards that. But I just want to thank you for being very warm and inviting.
Oh, thank you. And you made it very easy because you have that same warm and inviting spirit about you. So it was very easy for us to work together. And it seems like we've been working together forever.
I know, right? I know, but we just, it was just a perfect match. So yes, we got to do it again. We got to definitely do it again.
Most definitely, yes.
Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and segue into your company, Divas Live Inc. Can you tell the listeners a little bit about your organizations and what the acronym stands for?
Yes. So Divas was started, I want to say November of 2013. So we're embarking on our 10-year anniversary. And it was started, believe it or not, as a one-time event. I was trying to raise money for my youth nonprofit at my church. And so I said, what better way to raise money? And I was reaching out to, companies and, in the area, the larger companies. But since I wasn't a large, recognizable business, I was getting turned away and shut down. So I was like, okay, wait a minute. Plan B, always told to have a plan B in motion and in place. So I said, well, what better way can I utilize my resources and my connections to raise money? And I said, I'm an artist. I sing. I have music friends, music brothers and sisters in the industry. So I was like, music and food. We love to eat. So I said, let's put that combination together and just have an event, benefit concert. And I wanted it to be something different other than just the normal concert people get up there and sing. I said, well, let's make it, make it fun. And so I came up with Divas because I was soliciting some of my sisters in music. So I said, okay, Divas. And the acronym is Divinely Inspiring, Victorious, and Anointed Sisters. And I said, let me grab my sisters that have been through some stuff, been through the storm, been through the struggle, and still came out, survived that, whatever they were going through, they were victorious and anointed, and them sisters can sing. So we put that together and we did tributes to our neo-soul artists. And it went off without a hitch. We raised a good amount of funds. I mean, the event sold out. And from that one event turned into another event. It turned into promoters booking us, and it turned into what it is today. We're still growing. We're still giving back. And the purpose and the goal of that was to collect money for those nonprofits. So I still continued that vision and giving back to those organizations otherwise that wouldn't be able to support themselves. So every event that the Divas have is 10% is given back to one of those organizations. And I'm blessed to be able to have supported Lupus Foundation, Autism, Breast Cancer Society, Sisters Living with Lupus, so it goes on, and that's my mission and my goal is to give back.
I love it. I love it. Music with a mission and a purpose. Yeah. How beautiful is that? Now, since then, Divas Inc. has blossomed into like a whole musical experience, selling out venues throughout the East Coast, and that's what's up. I love it.
Yes, God has been truly tremendously great to us. And sometimes I sit back and was like, wow, I didn't know 10 years later we would still be here, still growing, still being relevant. People still booking us and just trying to further the brand, just trying to stay relevant, just trying to recreate the experience, the musical production. And it's an awesome show to behold. And I'm grateful for the support and the foundation that I have with me. My musical director is great. He, brings all the pieces together. I may have ideas in my head, and I tell him, and we share the same ideas, or he may share his ideas with us to better the brand and to better the experience for the audience.
Well, you know what? Let's talk about your team, because I think it's important to shout out the people who are behind the scenes and doing, and providing all this support to you. Because as I mentioned, we partner on an event, and can I just say that your team, very professional. They were on it. Your Travis, your MD, to all the folks working at the door, and look. And listen, y'all, she treated me like I was going to be performing. I said, that's what's up. Got my makeup done and everything. We had a makeup artist on the set. I said, this is what's up. I like this. So let's take a moment and just shout some folks out.
Yes, I want to shout out my musical director, Travis Higgins. He is an artist, of his own, but he's an excellent musical director. He's been with me from day one. And like I said, it started off as a one-time event, but it blossomed into so much more. I could not do this without him, because I rely on him so much for that musical portion to bring that production together, even down to getting the band members together, handling the rehearsals and things of that nature. He takes a lot off of my plate. And we know that, doing this entrepreneurship by yourselves and sometimes out of pocket, you try to maximize your dollars and without those big, heavy promoters. And he's just been great, just taking a lot of things off of my plate. I like to shout out my support vocalists. I don't like to call them background vocalists. They have been with me. Brittany and Lauren have been with me since for a minute, and I appreciate them. They're the foundation, and
those sisters can sing too.
Yeah.
Too bad we can't call them sisters with voices, because
right.
But they are though.
Yes, they make it so easy, and I just rely on them. Like, this is what y'all going to sing. These are your songs, and they just make it happen. To my makeup artist, Tiffany McKinney, she's the bomb.com.
Now, is that the one that did my makeup?
Yes.
Tiffany, hit me up. I lost your number. Yes. She was really good. I'm telling you, everybody was spot on. Very professional. So
yes. To my coordinator, my event coordinator, Robin Johnson, who just takes things off of my plate. She was like, look, let me do this. Let me handle it. Being at the front door, just taking care of the supporters as they come in. To my sisters, my sister Donna and Christy, they help at the door as well. Of course, they've been with me since day one, so I appreciate them. Just wanting to be, wanting to help out, because you can have something like, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want no, but they are so supportive, and I appreciate it. Most importantly, my husband, for allowing me to do what I do. And sometimes those late nights, early mornings, and you away, you got to make this event. You at this event and at rehearsals and things, and he just gives me the opportunity. He's not hounding me like, where you at? Come on.
You know what? And that's important, to have a supportive husband. I totally get it. Thank God for all the supportive husbands. Yes. Mr. Johnson, that includes you.
Yes, so I appreciate everybody, and even to the promoters and my god sister that helps promote the events by selling tickets, and to all the supporters. We couldn't do it without them. Really, I really couldn't. Because if without the supporters, without everybody purchasing a ticket, those seats would be empty.
That's right.
So I just want to shout out everybody that have supported, that have prayed, even though you couldn't make it, that have prayed, spoke life into me, spoke life into the brand, and just continue to encourage us. I appreciate everyone.
And you know what? And that's why I thought it was important to mention the team, because I had, I experienced them firsthand. And like I said, they are definitely a professional bunch. So you are truly blessed. And you know what? Carronne, I love the fact that you are reaching your goals and speaking to the hearts of people through music.
Yeah. Yes. And that's what it's about. It's about music is that healing virtue. Music has helped me out tremendously. And just being able to help people feel good, and just forget about the cares of life. For at least that an hour to 2 hours and just say, hey, I'm uplifted, I'm inspired, even though those same troubles and problems will be there when you go back home. But it's just the fact that you're able to handle them differently. The music kind of calms you down. It gives you another outlook. So, I'm grateful for music.
Yes, music therapy. I love it. I love it. Now you are a cancer survivor, and shout out to all of the cancer survivors. And I know that everyone copes differently, but can you please share some of the things that got you through?
Most importantly, the things that got me through in dealing with cervical cancer was most importantly my faith. Had it not been for my faith in God, I don't know if I would have survived, and just dealing with it for about 10 years off and on, and just steady, just scraping at some of the cancer, but still like, let me just snip here, and having them snip a piece here, snip a piece there. And then I'm like, I'm fine. But then, coming back. So finally I was like, listen, Lord, I don't know what to do. I had to take self out of the way, take my pride out of the way. It was like, I'm tired of the pain. I need something. So just going through, those treatments and just going through that last bout with the stage 3 cervical cancer, my husband, my family, and I was one of the ones that suffered in silence for years. And it was just my own pride and my own self was in the way. So I had to learn how to get out of my own self, get out of my own feelings, and let God do it, and let God direct me in the way I should go. And then just letting people know, okay, by your testimony, you overcome. Somebody could be inspired and motivated through my testimony. Somebody could be going through the same thing. So how dare I not share my story? And so, just sometimes you have to scold yourself and just say, listen, stop being selfish, stop being prideful, and minister. This is ministry. By your testimony, you overcome. So I'm grateful that I listened to the words of the Lord, and He helped me through this. But it was nothing but my faith and my family and my close friends, those that knew what I was going through, that helped me this way.
Well, I want to thank you for being candid and honest and sharing that part of you, because we all have that part, the pridefulness, the selfishness, the, not wanting to share. So thank you for opening up about that. I do appreciate that. Now, you had a supportive, a nice support team. You had your family, your church family, your friends and your sisters. Now, to that person out there who doesn't have that support system, what words or what comforting words would you like to share to that person who may be listening right now and may be diagnosed with any disease, but they don't have that support system? What would you say to them?
I would encourage them to just dig a little deep into that thing, or, for me, it was my faith in God, but that thing that helps you through. If it's listening to music, if it's meditating, if it's, whatever that you find that will help ease and calm you, I would do that. And you're not out of the norm. It's a lot of people that don't have that support system. But I want you to know that first and foremost, you're not alone. Even though you don't see people in your inner circle that's going through that same thing, or you don't have anyone in your inner circle to talk to, there are organizations that you can reach out to, even if it's just a matter of just reaching out on social media, just being transparent, not sharing, your whole story, but just say, hey, I need some words of encouragement today. I'm going through a situation. And you'll be surprised how many people out there are genuinely there for that encouragement. So just hang on, continue to hold on to your faith, or hold on to that thing that gets you through until you get through.
All right. Nice. Thank you for that. I knew you had some words. So I knew you did. So you know what, Carronne? I love quotes. I'm always reading. I love quotes. I saw a quote that I want to share because it reminded me of you.
Okay.
It's by a veteran firefighter, but, I thought it was very profound. And it says, I won't let cancer define me, but I'll use my journey to help others. Yeah. And that is precisely what you're doing with Divas Inc. So.
Yeah. Wow, that's powerful.
Yes, yeah, and I'll share it with you. I just saw it. I was like, I think this is appropriate because this is Carronne all day. So let's talk about Carronne, the singer, the performer.
Yeah.
Now you always put music projects together. Now let's talk about you, the artist. Yeah. I know you have worked with a lot of folks. You have performed with a lot of folks. A lot of international artists, and I know you worked with, as a matter of fact, a former guest that was here on the show, Mr. Babe Bright, Bad Boys of Indie Soul.
Yes. Awesome. Hey, Mr. Babe.
Yes. So tell us about some of the projects that you have worked on, and if you have anything on the horizon that you want to share today.
Yes, well, I'm currently working on my next or my new EP. Hopefully it'll be out by the summer. It is a gospel project, and that's my roots. I've been singing since age 2. Grew up in the church. My parents were musically inclined. My mother was a singer, writer, producer. My dad, a musician, singer, writer, producer. So I've been involved in music all of my life. Ventured out as a solo artist in 2007. So I've been, going through this journey, professional journey, soloist, since then. And I've been blessed to work with, like you said, like a lot of people. I've been blessed, national, international artists, Smokey Norfolk, Dark Child, Babe Bright. It just continued. Jessica Reedy, Leandria Johnson. So Kenny Lattimore. And people say, well, you grew up in the church and you're a gospel singer, but you sing in secular. I say I sing whatever God has given me the ability to do.
There you go. That's right.
So I'm going to sing it. And it's just a matter of sharing my gifts and my talents to the world, to the masses. A lot of people try to pigeonhole you and say, well, you need to stick with this. But no, the sky's the limit.
That's right.
I don't put parameters or put myself in a box. I'm the kind of person that likes to think outside of the box and dare to be different.
Well, good for you. Good for you. Because a lot of folks who are, born and raised in the church, they feel like there needs to be some boundaries. So good for you for singing the music that feels good and touch others, whether it's secular or inspirational gospel. So good for you.
Yep, that's what it's about. So I'm excited about this journey. It's a lot more that I have in store for myself, goals that I have for myself that, just keeping God at the focal point and just He's allowing me to do, what I envision, what I love to do, and that's music, and that's just to give back and to use my talents and to use now I'm not saying I'm the best vocalist in the world because I'm not, but what I do, and whatever somebody else does, they do. So I'm just sharing what my abilities and my talents and my gifts are to the masses.
All right. Now I got to ask you this now. Who do you listen to? What's the one gospel artist or song? It could be gospel or secular. What's the one song that you kind of go to, when you're kind of going through?
That one song, and it's many songs that I listen to and that I love. And it depends on the situation that I'm going through or the trial or struggle that I'm going through. But that one song that puts me over the edge every time I listen to it, it's no exaggeration. Every time I listen to it, it's Total Praise by Richard Smallwood.
There you go. Listen. See, I knew there was a song down there. I knew it.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
That song puts me over the edge every time. And I think it's because of the struggles that I've gone through, not even just me, but the struggles of my family, and just letting them know that we look to the hills from whence cometh our help, and realizing that all of our help comes through the Lord, through the Most High God. It's just.
Okay.
That's the song.
I had to ask because I knew there was one. Now look, our time is running short.
Oh.
But before we go, I want to play a real quick game. It's easy.
Okay.
It's called Fit B. So you got to give me 20 jumping jacks. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
No,
I know I can give you one.
You know, I love acronyms. It's Fit B. It stands for fill in the blank. See?
Okay.
All right. 3 questions, 3 seconds. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. Question 1. If I could change the world, what one thing would I change?
I would change equality. I would have everything equal.
Okay.
No classes, no colors, no barriers. Just having everyone equal.
Amen. We're still waiting on that one.
Yeah.
Number 2. Who is your shero?
My shero was my mother. God rest her soul. She is no longer with us, but she is my shero all day long. She is the reason that I'm here. She's the reason why I have my foundation and my faith. She's the reason. She's the reason for everything. She is my shero. She is my mentor. She was everything to me. Okay.
All right. Good choice, too. We always, we love our mamas.
That's it.
We love you too, dads.
Yeah.
So, last question. What was the last concert that you attended?
The last concert I attended was the Divas.
Is that the one that we were at?
We were there.
Oh, gosh. Listen, I'm part of the answer. I love it.
Yes.
I know you do a lot of stuff. I was just, look at that. That was like, what was that, December?
That was December, yes, December
Yes.
19th, I believe, yes.
Okay, so the summer's coming. We got to do this again.
We do.
Well, I want to thank you for being in the Artist Zone today. It's always a pleasure chatting with you. And make sure that when your new music drop, we come back and we do this thing all over again.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me. Listen, I appreciate you for the support. Love you much. And I look forward to the endeavors that will be doing together.
Indeed. Peace and love to you and much success.
Thank you. Likewise.
Okay. God bless.
Why don't you give them something classy?
Oh, I want to see you and look upon your face. There to sing forever, yes, of your saving grace. Going there to meet him, I'm preparing for that day. Well done is what I want to hear him say. One day we're gonna get up, yeah, and fly away
To a brand new special place.
No worries, start a brand new life.
Every day will be a holiday.
Only believe that he'll cover you. If he said it, then you know it's true. Sometimes what we do is wrong, but his love is too strong.
And everything you made is so beautiful to me. From your handiwork above to the fish of the sea. How marvelous are your ways. Your praises I will sing. To be with you is where I wanna be. One day we're gonna get up.
Get up, fly away.
Special place.
Every day will be a holiday. Only believe that I'll cover you.
Only believe
It's true. Sometimes what we do is wrong, but his love is too strong.
I'll fly away. Oh, glory. I'll fly away. Oh.
When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away, fly away.
is too strong. Get up and fly away.
No worries, start a brand new.
Don't worry, no, no. Only believe.
Oh, you know it's true. Yeah,
Cause love is too strong.
love is too strong.
Fly away. Ooh, oh, 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 oh. Fly away.
Hi, this is Bernie Capodisi, percussionist, songwriter, and producer of the urban organic jazz band Drive Time. And I'll tell you who rocks fat. That's our favorite DJ, Smiley J, and you are in the Smiley J Artist Zone.
All right, it's that time. But as usual, it's always lots of fun. And I want to thank everyone for hanging out with me to the very end. Yes, thank you for your time and attention. And also, special thanks to today's guest, Miss Carronne Jones. You guys be sure to check out her organization, Divas Live LLC. Go ahead and support her by making a donation or purchasing a ticket at one of her live events. And if you can't make one of her, shows, then go ahead and gift a ticket to someone. Yes, music is always a nice gift. Also, if you want to reach out to her website is divamovementassociationinc.com. That's divamovementassociationinc.com. And you know what? Don't forget to continue to support Women's Month. There are many ways to support women. One is that you can, reach out to the woman or the women in your life that inspire you. Go ahead and, show your appreciation by taking them out, getting them a gift card, a nice massage, something nice. You know what us ladies like. Also, you can support women-owned businesses. Yes, there are probably many right in your community. Also, I got to shout this out. Don't forget to support the women artists. Yes, support their works. Until next time, I'm going to need you guys to be well, stay safe, and remember to listen to good music. Your ears will thank you for it. I'm Smiley J, and I'm out.